The 2K Sports pregame show.
And tonight it'll be USA going up against Team World. Love the young talent that's been assembled here. Some of the most impressive first and second year guys in the league, a few of whom are already making huge contributions to their teams. Thinking back, Kenny. Okay, you ready to think back? What was the biggest difference between your rookie year and your second NBA season?
Statistically for me, it didn't change much. I probably, jumped about 4 points in terms of point average and maybe 2 or 3 assists. So that doesn't sound like a lot, but that's a leap and a bound because the game slows down for you. So in the second year, that's a little bit easier for me.
Well, I was a better free throw shooter. I shot 62%, 100% of the time. I also averaged 3.5 block shots as a rookie, the most of my career.
You shot better free throws?
You know what I said? I shot 60%, 100% of the time.
Is that a laugh, Ronnie? You holding it in?
Shut it up.
Welcome to the NBA Rising Stars Challenge, a game that has become such a special part of All-Star festivities.
And that's really because it always provides us with such an entertaining look at the next generation of NBA stars. In a game like this where the pressure's off and it's all about having fun, I think we really get an opportunity to see just how skilled these young players are.
Exactly. I mean, nobody's going to get on top of you if you go behind your back or you try something out of the ordinary. And that means we get to see these young guys pull off some amazing plays in this game every year.
And now the opening lineup for Team World. We've got the Professor and it's Flowers in at the 4-man position. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The three-pointer's right on target.
And we haven't seen very much of him in the regular season yet, but there's no question he's got a very bright future ahead of him.
I agree with all of that. Even with limited playing time, his talent has been evident, and that talent is strong enough to have earned him a spot in this game. And that says a lot considering he doesn't play a bunch for his team.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, I think, as is always the case, the story of the game tonight won't have a lot to do with defense.
That's the way it always is. I mean, a half-court alley-oop or a spectacular behind-the-back pass, that's exactly what the people want to see in this game.
This really has become one of the signature events of All-Star Weekend. I know you love it, Greg. It gets everyone into the mood for all the festivities that are soon to come.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's such a great way for these young players to show off some of the fancy moves that they wouldn't even dare to attempt in a regular season game. And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now, here's Burke. From deep three-point range, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional career.
And it's Team World with the ball, following the bucket by USA. With the shot. Rebounded by Livingston. You brought the big stage these young guys are on tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still, just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase. And for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor. And it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers.
Passes it to the Professor. They need this. And the layup is good. The professor's got his second bucket of the night.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Tavares. He's got 9. Hankins passes to Livingston. He can't hit that time. And Team World will come the other way. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Burke. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And they pick up 2. He's got 5. And it's Burke with the ball for Team World. 8-point game. Pass to the professor. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Cross. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. 1:57 left here in the opening quarter. So timeout called here, the first for USA.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Completely new group for USA. Here's Ingram. It's deflected. Here's Brady. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Jones against Thornton. It's Ingram on the wing. From the arc. Hits it from 3-point range.
And really setting the tone early with their 3-point shooting.
Greg, that's already 5 made triples in the first quarter. What a start.
Brady passes to Jones. Fires the 3. And Team World another 3.
Not much in the way of defense being played here early on.
Well, you know how it works. I mean, both teams will be conserving their energy at the defensive end until later on. That's typically how this thing unfolds.
Now here's Ingram. Pass to Hicks. Another 3 for USA.
I know we never see a lot of defense in these games, but tonight we're not seeing any.
Simply call it a free-for-all. I mean, you want the guys to have fun out there, but it would be nice to see some effort put into the defensive end of the floor.
Offensive rebound. And another shot. Doesn't go for him. So USA will take it the other way. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first. And out of bounds as Team World gains possession. And Team World making a change here. Harper's checked in. Team World trails by 6. Outside, Jones. 15 seconds left in the first. And he banks in the layup.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Now here's Ingram. From deep. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. USA leads by 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. we're glad to have you along as we resume the action at the Rising Stars Challenge. Some great careers in store for these young men.
And what a showcase this game has been for the league's best and brightest young stars.
And you know, one of my favorite things is seeing the camaraderie between the players. I mean, both of these teams really enjoying playing together and against each other.
USA leading by 4.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
They've got Jones. Thorpe is out there with Ingram. And it's Pearson in the power forward.
And you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So Team World's 5 right now. They've got Harper, and it's Gardner in at the small forward.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for USA.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
No good on the free throw. He doesn't get the second one. USA leading by 4. To the middle. Here's Jones. And a missed layup.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
The pass to Thorpe. All sorts of time. And Jones pulls it down.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Back to Harper. And Jones sends it back. Out left to the wing. Here's Thorpe. No good from outside.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
6 on the shot clock. Out of bounds. It'll be USA's ball. Stewart's checked in for Team World.
Into the lineup for Team World. 1. Stewart.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Down low. Here's Tavares. Count that one. Tavares has got 11 points.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Team World trails by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
To the inside. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
On the basket by Jones.
And you know he's finishing when he gets that close. Count it.
USA leading by 4. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Here's Tavares, defended by Jones. Tavares gets the bucket. Tavares has got 5 points now this quarter.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
And now the first timeout called here for Team World.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Big group substitution here for Team World. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. And it's blocked. They get it back. Here's Cross. Softly drops in the floater. He's got 7.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Passes it to Livingston. USA moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. Here's Atkins. Another 3 for USA.
And the D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
Pass to the professor. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. The professor's got 8 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Tavares. 14 points for him. Here's Cross. That's tipped. 1:51 left in the first half of the game. Stolen. And the fast break now for Team World. Here's Burke. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Shot clock at 6. Yep, it goes, and the USA lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Cross.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
1:19 left in the first half. And there's the pass to Stewart. Now here's Burke. Not a lot of room. Fader on the way. Again, Team World good for 2. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Team World.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Drills the three-pointer. Tavares has got a couple of three-pointers in the second for USA.
2 for 1, probably the way to go.
You can't just heave it, though. I mean, it's got to be a quality shot.
Here's the professor. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Pass to Tavares.
Stewart.
26 seconds left here in the second. Here's Thorpe. No points in the game yet for him. Clock at 4. Jones trying to get open. That shot is off.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Back right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, y'all. We're reporting to you live here in this sold-out arena. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Well, guys, in a contest like the Rising Stars game, where these players have free rein to cut loose and be as creative as they want to be, we're seeing just how talented this young group is. Some of the plays made in that first half were astonishing on both sides. What a game we've got on our hands.
Well, this game is always a lot of fun, right? So much talent on the floor. Look at this. This is unbelievable. Obviously, the format of this game and these teams together has changed from time to time, which never changes the excitement of the crowd.
We've been watching these young guys develop all season, sharpening their skills with and against veterans. Tonight, we're getting to see them go head-to-head, youth on youth. Lots of energy and enthusiasm out there. I am so ready for this game.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And it's time to get back into it at the Rising Stars Challenge. Tonight, none of these young players will ever forget, I'm sure.
Oh, to be young and athletic, just a ton of energy out there on the floor tonight.
Yeah, you know, like we see every year, these young guys are super excited to be playing in this game, and that excitement comes out onto the court.
Welcome back as we get a glimpse of the future here at the Rising Stars Challenge.
And it has been a fantastic game up to this point.
It certainly has. I mean, we know these young fellas can play, and they are putting on a show.
Rollins is out there with Livingston, and it's Atkins in at the 3. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Passes to Tavares. And he's going up for the alley-oop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Atkins, Burke covering. Pass to Rollins. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
USA shooting their first free throw of the night. Free throw drops for Rollins. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. And the pass to Burke. Five to shoot. Will it go? And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. For Team World, they have missed both free throws they've attempted tonight.
Burke. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Higgs checked in for USA. Good on both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Pass to Tavares. The 3. Another 3 for USA.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Team World trails by 7. Cross passes to the professor. Clock at 6. Pass to Burke for 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Burke's got 7.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Tavares. 20 points for him.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
And Team World calls time here.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Team World trails by 6. Here's the professor. 13 points in the game. Buries it from three-point range.
And all of a sudden, that 3 puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
Tavares passes to Rollins. Shoots over Harper. That one off the back iron and out. And it's Team World with the ball. Pass to the professor. It's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Here's Tavares. Misses the layup. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
For the lead, and Team World, another 3.
How about the big fella stepping outside and showing us some range?
Well, he gets some grief for that shot in the regular game, but in this setting, you're allowed that kind of latitude and freedom.
The USA calls time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. USA moving the ball around. Here's Hicks. He has 5. That one falls. Hicks has got it all tied up now for USA. Hicks has gone 3 for 4 here from the field. Here's the professor, covered by Thorpe. No good from 11 feet. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Count that bucket.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
There's 1:47 left to play in the third. There's the pass to the professor. Floats one. He lays it in. The professor's got 7 now in this quarter. 1:35 left in the third quarter of the game. Outside, Jones. And here's Ingram from the arc. Another 3 for USA.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Here's the professor. And Team World, another 3.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for USA. Passes it to Pearson. Now the feed to Jones. Shot clock at 5. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
And it's Team World with the ball. Pass to Brady. Inside, Gianni. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Ingram outside. Here's the lob to the hoop. And Jones with the stuff.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
And it's Team World with the ball, following the bucket by USA.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
We'll get right back to the action when we return. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Welcome back to this showcase of the amazing young talent in the NBA, the Rising Stars Challenge.
And it's not hard to tell just how much fun these young guys are having out there tonight.
That's exactly right. And the same goes for the fans. I mean, they're having a blast, too. What a terrific event this has been.
So, Team World's 5 right now. We've got Burt, and it's Flowers in at the power forward position. So, it's USA now. Ingram left side. Not going to go that time. And Team World will come the other way. To the paint. Stewart passes to Flowers. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Here's Thorpe. Can't hit that one. Cross. He's covered by Ingram. Now the pass to the professor. A three-pointer, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Pass to Thorpe. Just 5 on the clock. USA needs to get off a shot. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And USA leads by 2.
They're not going to run that play very often, but hey, they'll take it. Way to notch that 3.
Jones checked in for the professor. On offense, here's Team World. Cross, covered by Thorpe. Got a piece of it. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Adkins passes to Tavares. From past the arc, in it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
And Burke has it in the corner. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Here's Rollins. Passes it to Livingston. Over Stewart. Again, USA.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
And it's Team World with the ball. Following the bucket by USA. And that one's good. Burke.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Here's Tavares, defended by Jones. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
Here's Burke, following the bucket by USA. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Burke's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, you know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
Here's Tavares. Pass to Rollins. Shoots a fader. That shot off the mark.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Another three for USA.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
And Team World calls time here. And now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan Player of the Game.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Team World trails by 5. Out of bounds, it'll be USA's ball.
USA ball.
So it's USA now. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Tavares, again USA.
And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
1:52 left in the game. Here's the professor. Hits the three-point bomb. The professor's got 29.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Here's Livingston. 6 to shoot. The pass to Rollins. Fades. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Team World trails by 4. Here's the professor. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
In clutch basket, even with him being on the short end of the stick, size-wise.
Really, Greg, just shows you the toughness and determination this man has. Impressive.
Here's the professor. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
And so it looks like it's still USA's ball.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Ball's knocked loose, and so it looks like it's still USA's ball.
And what a time to get sloppy. A close game like this, you cannot be getting loose with the ball.
Clock at 6. USA moving the ball around. Release it from outside.
You just don't realize how difficult it is to hit a shot that deep. And that was sweet.
And Team World calls time here. They trail by 5. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. .29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Cross. Poked away. And so they choose to intentionally foul. .19 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And that's an intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for your USA. Tavares. Taking 2 shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he does get the second one. And that increases their lead to 6. There's 18 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Burke. This one for 3. It's hauled in by USA. And an intentional foul right there.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for your USA. Tavares. At the line for 2.
2 shots. Last from the first.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. This is it to Gardner. And it's out of bounds. Team World will retain possession.
Substitution for your USA team. England.
So USA wins it.
What a terrific game. I tell you what, these young players are going to give us years of excitement to come. The future of the NBA is looking very bright with these guys, Kevin.
Terrific young players. It sure is. You're right, Greg. And this really was a fun contest to watch, as it always is. We hope you've all enjoyed it as much as we have. Thanks so much for joining us. For Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see you again next time.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Obviously, we've seen the value of the three-pointer increase over the years. Every team looking to stretch the floor farther and farther to maximize spacing. The best of the best go at it tonight. And at this point, Shaq, there are so many great shooters in this league, it's hard to leave certain guys out of this event.
Yeah, a few of the selections may have been close calls, but we all know who the favorites are.
Well, you know what? There are a few guys here that are in the top tier, so it should be another showdown for the ages.
And now time for tip-off. Let's send it to Kevin Harlan with the call.
Nothing like it, folks. The All-Star festivities in the air. Kevin Harlan here with partners Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Next up is the three-point contest where tonight, one NBA sharpshooter will add his name to a trophy that contains a who's who of the best long-range bombers in league history.
For a lot of folks, this is actually their favorite All-Star event. There's a lot of drama. It always seems to come down to the wire. So let's get it on.
Anytime you get the best shooters in the NBA together to duke it out, it's going to be a special night.
So it'll be the professor here. 5 racks, 25 balls, 60 seconds. There are 9 money balls in total, each worth 2 points. The last ball on each rack and also an entire rack of money balls, which comes last.
And that's why you can't waste any time. It's critical to get that last rack with enough time to shoot in rhythm.
You can't let misses get to you here. There's no time to feel sorry for yourself. Shoot, 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 and shoot some more.
Exactly. That clock is ticking. You've got to forget about it. You can't change it. Just concentrate on the now.
Oh, here he goes. Sure.
That's 13. He's hit all 3 money balls. That's 16. 17 on the board. That gives him 18. He's made all 4 money balls. That's 5 straight. He's getting on a roll. That's 24. Now 26. And his score comes in at 28. Wow, that was something else, guys. We don't see too many performances like that.
He racked up the points on his money balls, only missed 1.
And here we go with AI.
The last ball in each rack, the money ball, is such a key in the shootout. I mean, knocking those down makes up for a lot of other misses.
Trains the money ball. 5 points now. 6.
Nice run here. Solid start.
He's got 8. Now 9 points. Gets the money ball. 12 for him. That's 13. Chalk it up. His 4th in a row. 3 of 4 on money balls. Pushes it to 18. That's a big 20 points. 22. He posts 24 points for the round. Wow, how about that performance, guys? Man, nice work.
Boy, he cleaned up on the money balls, nailing 7 out of 9.
So it's the Cobra, ready to go.
And over his career, just a superb long-range marksman. You can be sure of this. Whether it's an exhibition or not, the pressure to perform is still pretty great in the three-point shootout.
And make no mistake, these guys are here not just to compete, but to win. They still have to stay cool and control, though, when they're out there.
Hot right out of the gates.
That gives him 12. That's 13. He's at 14. He got 3 points off that rack. Not bad. Now to 15. He's got 16. Make it 17.
There you go.
Good rack right there. 4 points total.
A strong close out there.
That's a big 20 points. 21. That makes it 4 straight for him. The round comes to a close, and he's at 22 points. His stroke looked terrific in that round, guys.
And he managed to hit 4 money balls. Not terrible, but could have been better.
So it'll be flashed right here.
You know, it means so much to get off to a fast start in this competition. More often than not, as the first few racks go, so go the rest.
And that seems to be the case. Success in this competition hinges on a good start more often than not.
Now with 4. 5 points now. Now with 6. Nearly perfect there. Just 1 miss on the rack. 9 points. He's got 10. He's got to finish strong. Not just 13. Make that 14.
He seems to be rolling right now. 6 more points to stick around.
He's feeling it. Look at that. 6 straight.
2 more to stay in it.
He collects 22 points. Guys, hard to find any fault with that display.
And he knocked down 5 out of the 9 money balls. Pretty good.
And so we'll see Tiny.
A score of 22 is the bare minimum to avoid elimination.
Not a whole lot of room for error here. Makes his first there. 3 down. He's got 5. And that's his 4th straight. 9 points.
This is how you do it.
That's 2 good racks for him back-to-back.
He needs 8 points more. Hits for 15.
Oh, good quick release.
4 more points to stay alive.
19 the score. That's a big 20 points. 1 more to stay alive.
And as it stands now, he's in a tie for 3rd place.
Second place. Now 26. And he finishes with 28 points on the round. Not bad at all. What an unbelievable round. Right away you could tell it was going to be special.
And how about going 9 for 9 on money balls? That was huge.
And so we'll see prime time. He's in a good spot getting to go last. It's no mystery how many points he needs to move on. And he needs 24 points to stay in the mix. Matching this score will be tough. It's up there. Now with 4. 5 points now. 6.
And guys, the pace he's on isn't very good. These need to start to drop. Oh, he's feeling it. Starting to heat up.
He needs 8 more points to advance.
His 3rd rack in a row without 1 miss. 5 more points to stay in it.
Oh, getting a roll going.
Down to the money rack.
2 more and he moves on.
Now 23. And he posts a total of 25 for the round. Wow, how about that performance, guys? Man, nice work.
I think things are so much easier when a shooter gets off to a good start, and he certainly did that. I think we've seen an outstanding competition so far. I mean, the scores have been tremendous.
Excellent shooting, really across the board. This has been high-quality stuff.
And so we'll see prime time. He's got to improve on his score from the last round if he wants to have a shot to win it.
And guys, one of the cardinal sins of the three-point contest is a player trying to change his stroke after a bad rack or 2. It won't work.
It's tempting to do, but trying to make adjustments during that 60-second span would be overthinking things way too much.
Beautiful stroke right there.
Money ball, no good. Make that 14. Hits for 15. And now with 16, 2 racks remaining. That's 5 straight. He's getting on a roll. Now 20. Drains the money ball. 23. 24. He's at 25. He's able to total 27 points. Wow, that was something else, guys. We don't see too many performances like that.
Yeah, he really showed the damage he can do when he dropped those 8 straight.
So it'll be the professor here.
Fellas, 25 shots in 60 seconds, that's a lot. One of the hard things, I'm sure, is staying focused all the way through that 25th shot.
It absolutely is. And with the end in sight, players can suffer a letdown and not close out the round as strong as they should.
He takes the maximum 6 points from his 2nd straight rack. Not just 13. He's at 14.
3 good racks in a row, shooting it well.
17 on the board.
Looking very good now, locked in. 8 more points and he'll tie things up.
Coolly knocks down his 5th straight.
Nice finish, well done.
6 points more to tie it up. And that about does it.
Too late to make up ground now.
Turn out the lights. A grand total of 25 points for the round. And so we'll see Tiny. He had the highest score in the last round. Let's see if he can do it again here in the finals. Makes his first there. That's 2. Now with 4. Five points now. Now with 6. Just 2 points there. He won't be happy with that. He can only afford 2 more misses. 10 points on the board. Well, I think, yeah, that's it. He's done.
Yep, he can't make it up in these last few shots, Kevin.
Yeah, thanks for playing. We'll see you next year.
The round ends and he's got 19. And now, with everything said and done, one man has staked his claim to the trophy. This year's three-point contest champion, Primetime.
Such terrific sharpshooting on display. You never know who's going to take the crown.
And the crowd here just loving it, guys. I mean, we've got great seats, so it definitely gives you a sense of the moment.
And from all of us here at 2K Sports, we're thrilled to have brought you this year's three-point contest. This is Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, saying so long, everyone.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is a fun event, especially when the props come out. Makes you appreciate the level of detail that goes into each dunk. These guys are here to entertain. Can't wait to see what they've got for us. Always a fan favorite, lots of energy around the dunk contest. Shaq, what do you expect to see here tonight?
Hopefully lots of 10s.
Lots of 10s?
Lots of 10s.
And if there are, then lots of faces like this.
Yeah, I love that face.
Yeah. What do you expect to see, Jet?
Well, I want to see the creativity taken up a notch. You know, I want to see you take up the creativity without bringing a prop. That, to me,
that's
is the
a
art
challenge.
of the dunk. Yeah.
And you know,
really put some thought into this.
And you know what I want to see? When somebody does a great dunk, I want to hear you say,
Superman is in the building.
And I want to hear you say, it's
over, ladies and gentlemen. It's over.
And I'm going to go like this.
I had to think about that. I actually recreated that moment. That's the only way I can get that energy out. I thought about Vince Carter.
Nice recreation.
Welcome to All-Star Action, everyone. Kevin Harlan, happy to be here with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Tonight, the dunk contest. And from the looks of this great competition, it is shaping up just as we had hoped. It's going to have some high-flying action and some big-time jams.
And how many great memories have we gotten from the dunk contest over the years? I mean, it always produces some terrific moments.
And guys, I think we're going to get more of those this year. In fact, I guarantee it. I think with this field, I think we're in for some fireworks.
He can really make his mark here early as he leads off the competition. Let's see if he takes the opportunity and runs with it.
Oh, that was nice now. He went and got it, and then he's going to come sideways and then go reverse.
Just about hit his head.
He's sideways when he jumps, and then by the time he flushes it, he's got his back to it.
Back first.
Yeah, that's good body control. I like that. Sideways and then reverse. Nice.
And clean.
Clean. And then he got the arm. You know, it just looks so sweet when the arm just kind of hangs. You know what I mean? It gives you that rubber man kind of feel.
That elasticity.
Yeah, exactly.
And so here's the Wizard now. Second up, looking to make some noise with his first dunk of the night.
Fairly pedestrian here. Let's see. Self-toss.
Yeah.
Self-toss. Elevate. Oh, he did go through the legs.
Not easy.
But it's not something we haven't seen, so it just doesn't give you that ooh and ah effect. Nice, but not extraordinary.
But clean, again, a nice clean dunk.
I agree.
And, sometimes we get numb.
Yeah, that's a great point.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
We get numb sometimes. This stuff is phenomenal.
It is.
All of it is phenomenal.
No, well said. I agree with you.
Now our third contestant looking to move into first. Oh, man.
He goes through a ball here.
Watch it. Sure, look at that. Oh, he did a little moonwalk.
Moonwalk.
He moonwalked.
Cartwheels through a ball. He had two of them down. Cartwheel between them and took the last one.
Wow. Fourth on the list. Let's see what he can do.
Okay, high toss here, high bounce, and then a pretty good catch. A little maneuver mid-air on the catch. Got it with one and then put two hands on it, so.
Okay.
Little pity pat. We call that a pity pat dunk.
Yeah, okay.
One hand, the second hand got on it. And good elevation, but nothing ear-splitting there.
Yeah.
Got the slight edge after round one with the first dunks in the books.
You know, you can't be comfortable with this lead, though, Kevin, if you're him. I mean, he's going to have to kick it up another notch or two to maintain that lead.
You know, I'd almost treat it as if I'm trailing right now just to put that sense of urgency into my performance.
And we're back where we started. Let's see what he's got the second time around. All right, Clark, anxious to see what he's got going here. All right, clean, easy.
Yeah.
I should say easy.
No, not easy. It's difficult. A little harder than you think because he went against his body there. Yeah. Bounced it, elevated, caught it, and then threw it down while spinning away.
And so here's the Wizard now. Back to our second dunk. Let's see what he's got the second time around. All right, here he goes again now.
Oh!
See?
Oh!
Quicker than the eye.
Now that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, switch his hands.
Did he switch hands on
He
that
did,
one?
yes, he did. Look at
Started with the left, palmed it, cupped it. Yeah,
that is pretty good.
That was awesome.
You start putting that transfer from one hand to the other.
Oh man, that's nasty.
All right,
there.
that part one. Now you got to make that look with some flair.
Right.
Plenty of flair on that one.
Right.
And get up, extend your body and get up there.
Yeah, no, that was sweet.
And again, the timing is terrific.
Sweet.
And it's the second dunk for him, the third dunker in the rotation. Here we go. Look at that. Oh, that to me, now that is a dunk contest dunk.
No question.
Back around to our fourth contestant, getting set for his second dunk.
Another one of these efficient, high-powered dunks without much of a launch pad.
He's tired.
Yeah.
I like the post dunk dance though. That's strong.
Do it there,
yeah,
right.
you got a little nice little hop skip. Yeah, that's part of it too. Now you got to include the post dunk celebration.
See, now that's what I would have given anything to see you do that. If you were in this dunk, what would your dance be? Now I know you're a great slow dancer, but I don't know what kind of.
I have no idea, man. Come back to me on that one.
They've got a battle here with three guys not giving up any ground, Clark, after the first 2 rounds.
Time to reach back for that one dunk you've been saving up to separate you from the pack. Now is the time to unleash it.
Yeah, and we're still waiting to see that one signature move that's going to define this year's contest.
Back to the top of the order, third and final round.
And now he's getting ready to launch, and
I'm anxious to see what he comes up with here. It's good, old man, that run vaulting up there a little bit.
Yeah, but that takes away when you grab onto the goal, I think.
Yeah, that's kind of cheating.
Yeah.
That does,
All right,
yeah.
okay, all right, I buy it. You sold it.
Yeah, that takes a little edge off of it.
And so here's the Wizard now, our second contestant with his final dunk. What has he got going on here, Clark?
Not the best.
I can tell you didn't like it very much.
You know what? He did a nice little dipsy do there. He threw it, got it, self-toss, retrieval. Then he had a little hitch here, a little double clutch, took it to the... Oh, that's nasty now that I look at it in slow-mo, because he took it to the side, and then he went over top. So that, that on first look, I see you're still groaning and moaning.
We've seen that.
We have, but that was creative.
It was okay, yeah.
It was okay, yeah.
Hey, we're talking about the creme de la creme.
Yeah. He wouldn't make that good.
Yeah.
Not with that.
He's the second from last and looking for a big finish. Oh, boy.
Think around the legs, Kevin.
Oh, and a strong finish.
He starts with the left, takes it around into the right, around his legs while airborne, then throws it down.
To bring the legs up and together.
Yeah.
The ball from one side to the other.
Yeah.
And all in flight.
Yeah,
all in flight.
Yeah, you broke it down nicely.
Oh. Last up, final dunk of the night.
That was wicked. That was wicked. The self-toss, catch it through your leg, and on the way down, you pound it.
Does that look like the East Bay Funk dunk by Isaiah Ryder?
Yeah, similar. Brings back memories.
Yeah.
That was strong. I like that.
That was good. You're right. That was good. And what a fantastic display of high-flying dunking creativity and athleticism. That's what our new dunk champion showed us here tonight.
And the right choice was made there, guys. No doubt about it. He was phenomenal tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Those were some incredibly ambitious dunks he attempted, and he was able to nail them.
And tonight certainly did not disappoint. From the excitement to the energy and, of course, to the jaw-dropping dunks. Now, for Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here on 2K Sports.
Two-K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, everyone. We welcome you to the NBA All-Star Game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg.
And you know what? This is probably, Kevin, my favorite date on the NBA calendar. I mean, with the amazing collection of players we have here tonight, this year promises to be an epic event.
Absolutely.
Guys, it always is. I mean, the privilege of playing in this game means so much to every one of these players. I mean, being on this huge stage brings out the best in the NBA's biggest superstars.
Now a look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. We've got the Professor, and it's Cross in at Patuka. Rocket 2, cans it from downtown.
And we've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power in attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand, the biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
And so here are the West All-Stars. After the East All-Stars, three-pointer on the other end. Edwards, that's good.
I know we never see a lot of defense in these games, but tonight we're not seeing any.
Simply call it a free-for-all. I mean, you want the guys to have fun out there, but it would be nice to see some effort put into the defensive end of the floor.
And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. The West All-Stars getting their last shot to go. Sinks the triple. And that's now 6 points for the Cobra.
And typically a lot of shots go unchallenged in this game every year, especially early on, and that one, no exception.
Out to the right wing. Here's Edwards. A shot off that time, so the East All-Stars will take it the other way. Pulls up. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Cross. Count it.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
Now the East All-Stars with it. Burke, the pass to Battistone. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the East All-Stars.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
And he knocks down the first one. A-Train, he's checked in for the West.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
And he makes both free throws. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
Got a hand on it.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
It's stolen by Jones. Passes to Winston. Pull up Jay. And that comes off the assist by Jones. The Cobras got 8.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Cross. Good on the three-point shot.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Gardner. The pass to Winston. Releases. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more.
And as usual, neither team really grinding too hard at the defensive end.
And I think that's okay in this event. I mean, I say the more highlights, the better.
There's the triple. Nailed from three-point land. He's got 8.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Pass to Gardner. Here's the Cobra. 6 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, Burt can't get it to go.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
He lobs it up. The alley-oop layup, very well done. It's a tie ball game.
You always know we're going to see a few of those every All-Star weekend, but I don't know if we'll see a better alley-oop than that one right there.
A minute 20 left in the first quarter. Cross passes to the professor. Now here's Edwards. Pass to Cross. Over Jones. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
Yeah, he's setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
New players in now for the East. The West All-Stars making a switch here. And here are the East All-Stars now. Trailing by 2. Powell for 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Not much in the way of defense being played here early on.
Well, you know how it works. I mean, both teams will be conserving their energy at the defensive end until later on. That's typically how this thing unfolds.
Pass to Blackshear. He kicks it to Powell. Jones, that's for 2. Rebound by Azubuike.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Jones. The West All-Stars getting their last shot to go. Shot clock at 6. It's blocked. Right back after this break.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dance Team.
Back with you again on the most entertaining night on the NBA calendar. 1 quarter down and 3 to play in the All-Star game.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes some time to gel with your teammates at the All-Star game.
You're a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
They've got Powell. Blackshear out there with Flash. Then it's Jones. So that's who the East All-Stars start the second with. Now here's Jones. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Dishes it to Powell. Swiped away. Cross. Guarded by Powell. Here's Cross. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
The pass to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And so here are the West All-Stars. After the basket by the East All-Stars on the other end, just 4 to shoot. And here's Anthony from the arc. Rebounded by Flash. Now the East All-Stars with it. Down low, there's Blackshear, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
This is it to Flowers. The 3, Marshall sinks the three-pointer. Marshall's got a pair of triples in the second half for the West All-Stars.
After having none in the first, he gets 2 3-point shots to go here.
Stolen by McDaniels. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Ball stolen. Anthony against Jones. Just 5 to shoot. Good work defensively by Anthony.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Pass to Marshall. Anthony in the corner. The shot comes out. The East All-Stars go the other way with it. The shot by McDaniels, no good. Here's Flash. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Powell. From deep. Misses that one. His first miss of the night, 2 for 3.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first. Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
And the East All-Stars call time here. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. The pass to Gardner. Shot clock at 5. AI with the bucket.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Smooth. Over to the left wing. Here's the Professor. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Winston. Smooth passes to Flowers. Here's the Professor from deep, and the 3-ball is good. The Professor's got 5 points in the quarter.
And that's a nice exchange between teammates there. I mean, they really work well together, whether it's All-Star Week or the regular season.
You know, really pretty fresh they get to share this stage together tonight. I mean, they've both helped each other to get here, and now they're going to keep helping each other.
Lewis on the way. Ripped away. Gardner passes to Burke. Connects from 3-point range. Burke's got 6 points.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Here's the Professor. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. The Professor's got the lead back up to 6 now for the West All-Stars. Now, here's Ayan. Tight defense on him. Over to the wing. Here's Winston. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's the Professor. 8 points for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's the Cobra. A floater. The West All-Stars pull it in. To the wing on the left. Here's Smooth. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. West All-Stars lead by 4. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, you will not find an empty seat here tonight. Welcome to our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet, Shaquille O'Neal. You looking for an empty seat?
Yeah.
You're sitting
There's
in.
only 3 of us.
And the seats are all full.
Okay. Oh, you meant in the arena.
Ah, that's what I'm talking about. An amazing first half of basketball. And it looks like we've got a game on our hands that will cap off this great weekend in style. The East and West both giving the fans everything they could have hoped for. This is shaping up to be an all-star classic.
Obviously, this has been a back-and-forth type of thing, but now you're going to start to see the competitiveness come out in these guys. That's right, I mean, I have to say it real nice and smooth. Competitiveness. A little more defense, not a lot more, but certainly a lot more intensity. And at the end of the day, every guy on that court out there is built to win.
This particular All-Star game has some real energy. Guys aren't just going out there and going through the motions. They're actually digging in and trying to win. This is different. I can't wait for the second half.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See you, everybody, with Kevin Harlan.
And it's time to strap in as we get set to bring you the explosive action of the second half of the All-Star game.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in this second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more intensity from here on out.
Well, we're back on a night that's always a highlight of any NBA season. We're live from the All-Star game.
And, you know, you always look forward to this game, and this one certainly has lived up to the billing so far.
There is not another show in sports quite like the NBA All-Star game, is there?
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for the West All-Stars, they've got Edwards, and it's Flowers, and it's the power forward. And that's out of bounds. The East All-Stars will keep it.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
4 on the clock. From deep three-point range. But they get it back. Passes it to Gardner. Jones for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big-time mistake.
Pass to Flowers. Banked in off the glass.
And you got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
East with the ball. Jones next for 2. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. Jones has got 5 points so far. Here's the Professor. He's got 11. Here's Edwards. Burt grabs the miss.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution. Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
The Cobra passes to baddest one. Pass to Burke. 5 on the clock. Here's baddest one. Shoots. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
And there's the pass to Cross. Kicks it to Humphries. Passes to the Professor. Drops in the tray. The Professor's got the lead up to 7 now for the West All-Stars.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Floats one up. Count the basket. He's got 8.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars. Teams changing it up here. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Pass to Edwards. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one. And he sinks the second. And it's Jones with the ball for the East All-Stars. 6-point game. Pass to Powell. Launches it. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists in the game. And the West All-Stars with possession. There's the pass to Edwards. Here's the Cobra, defended by Jones. And he lobs it up toward the rim, up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly. Well, I tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot and then got back and cleaned the glass.
Edwards passes to the Cobra. He kicks it to Azubuike. 6 to shoot. And he bangs it home with one hand.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Inside.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
Knocks it loose. And Blackshear kicks to Burke. Here's the break. Here's the Cobra. Finished off the break. And it's an 8-point West All-Star lead. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the West All-Stars.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Here's the Cobra after the basket by the East All-Stars on the other end. Oh, here's Edwards. Burke covering. Shot's good by Anthony.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
And here are the East All-Stars. They trail by 9 points. Here's Blackshear. The West All-Stars pull it in. Passes it to Edwards. Out to Anthony. Shoots the three. To the right side. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Pocket 6. And here's Anthony from the arc. And there's the call on Adrian. That's his first foul.
That's a nice play. Getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
The East making a switch. Baldwin's checked in. The West also making some changes. Lewis checked in for Edwards. And Smooth subbed in for the Cobra. Powell kicks to Baldwin. It's stolen by Anthony. Pass to Smooth from downtown. It's good from long range.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
And so it's the West All-Stars. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And if they keep draining the threes like they've been so far, their lead is safe. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
And we welcome you back. The biggest stars of the league are putting on a show here at the All-Star Game.
And we're seeing some world-class basketball being played here tonight.
That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
Baldwin out there with the Cobra. Then there's baddest one. Then it's AI. And it's Gardner in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars. AI outside. Puts it up from 12. Goes back up. No good on the layup. AI's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Here's Smooth. Buries the long-range jumper.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. Here's the professor. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And so he makes both from the line. A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over a minute played. The Cobra passes to baddest one. Here's the Cobra. Pass to Baldwin. Kicks to AI. 6 on the shot clock. The East All-Stars need to get another shot. Here's baddest one. Misses the wing chair.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Here's Smooth. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. Here's Baldwin. Clark, take us inside the halftime locker room in the NBA.
Well, players typically just regroup individually. There may be some conversation between the players as a group, but then the coaches will huddle, evaluate what transpired in the first half, what adjustments need to be made, and then they'll communicate that to the team. And it's basically a time to rest and regroup for the players to adjust and strategize for the coaches.
Clark, do you think there's any videotape review in there, maybe showing players certain sets, certain schemes?
In this day and age, for sure, with the use of iPads and technology. If you go back to my time, there was no quick turnaround of video in the halftime locker room.
Right. I do know officials do that, too, in their locker room at halftime.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. Jones checked in for the East. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Marshall's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's the professor. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an all-star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
And the shot goes in.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Here's AI, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. And that's out of bounds. The East All-Stars will keep it. Burke, he's checked in for the East. Jones comes in for Jones. And West also making a switch. Edwards, he's checked in for Marshall. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Here's Winston. No good on the shot. The West All-Stars will go the other way with it. Now the pass to Flowers. To the inside. Passes it to Edwards. That's tipped. Pass to Gardner. And that's out of bounds. The East All-Stars will keep it. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Smooth. To the middle. Here's Flowers. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Timeout called. East All-Stars. Fans are always trying to distract opposing players during free throws. Have you ever seen that work in an arena?
No, I think it's just a nice workout for the fans, Kevin, quite honestly. I mean, if a guy misses, it's not because the fans have gone crazy behind the basket. It's because he shot it left or right or short or long. It's not because of the fans being on top of him, at least in my opinion.
Right. And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, the Professor.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he has.
And the tradition and honor of just being invited to play here, let alone receiving honors of All-Star Game MVP. Just tremendous. In fact, one could argue we had a couple great candidates here, but he deserved it. Now, here's Burke. Edwards defending. Shot clock at 6. Baddest one passes to Winston. And that one is good. The Cobra's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Here's Edwards, drains the three-pointer.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Jones with it. The layup off target. Here's West now. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. Here's the Professor. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars. Baddest one's got his 5th rebound in this one. Jones, the pass to Gardner. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And it all had to be, Kevin, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
Here's Humphries. Yep, that one goes in there.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Here's Smooth, defended by Jones. Here's the Professor. Good on the triple.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
Here's Winston. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
The Professor passes to Edwards. Down low. Here's Humphries. Misses the baby hook. Here's the Cobra. So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good night.